Hi everyone, welcome to English 1050, or as it is known in the Terra State Community College system, College Composition 1. In this video, I'm going to spend the next few minutes introducing you to myself and telling you a little bit about this course so that hopefully you'll have some idea of what to expect over the next 8 weeks. First, I want to begin by telling you about myself. Now, I want to start out by saying that, generally speaking, I'm not one to talk about myself a lot. I'm not one to toot my own horn. I'm not into boasting, but I think it's important for students in an online course like this to understand that you are being taught by a real person. I am not just some kind of computer algorithm. I'm a real person. I've been doing this for a long time, and I genuinely care about each of you and want each of you to do well in this course. So let me start out by telling you a little bit about myself. I currently hold 3 degrees. I have a BA and an MA in English from Kent State University. I also have what's known as an MDiv or Master's of Divinity from Moody Theological Seminary. I actually just earned that latter degree this past May after 7 years of plugging away at it. And that, unlike my other degrees, was an online only degree, so I gained a whole new appreciation through that experience of what it's like to be a student in an online course and not just a teacher. So I hope that, that experience has made me a better online professor as well. About yours truly, I've been teaching college level courses, particularly college level English courses, for 16 years now, 9 of which have been spent right here at Terra. Um, just so you know, though, I am an online only instructor and I live about um, 45 minutes to an hour away from the Terra campus. So you won't see me on campus, but hopefully you'll find throughout the course that if you have a question or concern, I do try to make myself as available to you and answer your questions and concerns as promptly as I can. Some other things to know about me. I started out my professional journey, if you will, as a journalist and freelance writer for a few different newspapers and websites. Some of the websites that I wrote for years ago don't even exist anymore. But I guess that's kind of the way it goes with the internet. I'm also a Cleveland Browns fan, but I often wonder why I'm a Cleveland Browns fan because they often make me feel more depressed than anything else. Maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment as far as that goes. And last but not least, on this particular slide, my contact info is on the first page of our syllabus. So if you ever need to get a hold of me, my contact info is there, my cell phone number. If you need to get a hold of me in anything less than 24 hours, send me a text. If you email me, send me a message through Canvas. I generally respond to those in 24 hours or less. But again, text message is generally the quickest way to get a hold of me. So just wanted to share that with you as well. The other little thing that I want to share real quick, if my voice sounds funny to you folks at all, that's because I was born with a neurological disorder known as cerebral palsy, and I am in a wheelchair as a result of that. I've been in a wheelchair my whole life, so it's certainly nothing new to me. I don't tell you folks that to uh, gain sympathy or anything like that. But if anything, I just hope that it humanizes me, if you will, and helps you to understand again that you are being taught by a real person as opposed to a faceless computer program. Next, I would like to talk to you about the goals for this course. Generally speaking, there are two goals for this course, and they are to learn the art and science of academic writing and to prepare you to succeed, hopefully, in the next composition course down the line here at Terra, which is English 1060. So let me talk about these goals very briefly. Over the many years that I've been teaching college level um, writing courses, I've firmly come to believe that academic writing is, in fact, an art and a science. It's a science, first of all, because in order to compose a good essay, or in order to produce a good college writing sample, more generally speaking, there are some things that you will always need to be able to do, like create a good introduction, have a good thesis, a good conclusion, good organization. So there's some definite things, some definite skills that you need to possess in order to be a good academic writer. Where I think is also a science, though, is that in every learner in a course like this has a different way of learning and processing information. So, one of the unique facets of my job is to not only deal with you folks collectively as a class, but to work with you individually as much as possible so that if you're struggling to understand something, I really do want you to contact me as quickly as possible so that I can maybe tailor the way that information is delivered in a slightly different way that'll help you to understand and master these important concepts that I've just been talking about, like writing an introduction, a conclusion, a thesis, and what have you. Now, I would like to say a bit about the assignments that you will need to complete for this course. Uh, ge- Generally speaking, there are two types of assignments for this course. There are essays and discussion posts. There's also a peer review assignment, excuse me, that you'll be doing near the end of the course. But because that's kind of a one-off assignment, I don't talk about that here. We'll talk about that as it comes up much later in the course. But again, generally speaking, two types of assignments, essays and discussion posts. You will need to complete 4 essays throughout this course. The essays vary in style and content and length requirement. Big thing is that, you need to get them done on time. I will accept them up to one day late with a one letter grade penalty if they are late. Beyond that one day, if you don't get it turned in, you will simply get a permanent 0 grade. However, if you get your essay turned in within that gradable timeline of either being on time or only up to one day late, um, let's say you do an essay and you're not happy with the grade that you get on it. One of the great things about this course is you have an opportunity to revise each of your essays. And if you revise those essays and turn those in on time by the very end of the course, you can earn up to one letter grade higher on that particular essay. Now you can only submit one revised draft of each of your essays, so there is again a bit of a limit for you to be aware of. But again, I think that's a great option for you folks who are just kind of getting used to the expectations of academic writing, and hopefully, that'll help ease the pressure that you may feel as you work on these various essays. The discussion post, now I know in this slide it says um, 3 high quality posts per week. I meant to change that mentioning, if you will, on the slide, but I forgot. But I'm simply going to move forward with it. Let me explain. One of the ways that my thinking about condensed courses like this have changed is I really want to allow you the freedom to concentrate as much as possible on each writing assignment that you engage in without feeling overly burdened. And I know, that your reading assignments alone are going to take up a decent amount of your time. So we used to have earlier on when I would teach this 8 week course, we used to have basically a discussion every week, and on some weeks you would also have one of the 4 essays due. What I've done though is I've streamlined the the assignment kind of framework for this course so that you only have essentially one writing assignment per week, with the exception of the very end of the course where things get a little bit bottlenecked, if you will. But again, for the most part, you're going to be working on one writing assignment per week, either your discussion post or uh, the essay that'll be due at the end of that particular week. So, about the discussion post for the ones that you will need to do for each discussion, you'll need to complete 3 high quality posts. My expectation is that your personal post on a particular discussion prompt will be about one fully developed paragraph in length, or a minimum of 5 complete sentences. And then you will also do at least 2 replies to classmates. And your replies to classmates should be an absolute minimum of 2 complete informative sentences. The discussion guidelines, if you need a reminder, are also on the first page of our syllabus, so please check that out as well. And just be aware that the discussion post and then the peer review assignment at the very end of the course will comprise your class participation grade for the course. So I would like to close this presentation by just giving you some quick tips for success in this course. Tip number one, and perhaps really the most important, is to really do your best to stay on schedule with all the assignments. Because we are in an 8 week course, this condensed format, even though I've tried to streamline the assignments, if you fall behind in the work, it can be very hard to get caught up. Now, I realize that life very rarely goes as we would like it to. There are always bumps in the road. We get sick, we have emergencies, whatever the case may be, or maybe your kids get sick. Some of you, I don't know, maybe parents already. I can't assume that kind of thing one way or the other, but be that as it may, things happen. There are legitimate reasons to fall behind a bit in a course like this. So if something like that happens, please bring it to my attention as quickly as possible, and I will be happy to do my best to help you get caught up. So again, if you fall behind, don't kind of bury your head in the sand and think that I'm going to be mad at you. I know these things happen. There are legitimate reasons. So please do reach out to me. The next thing is please make sure that you complete the reading assignments and discussion post, and along with that, the peer review assignment at the end in a timely manner, and that you at least complete them, because I'm not going to fib to any of you. That if you look at the syllabus and the point values for all the major assignment categories in this class, there can be a temptation to say, well, the class participation is a relatively small part of the overall grade. I don't need to do these assignments. I can still pass the course without doing them. Now, numerically, that's true, but there are some significant problems with that way of thinking about the course. One problem is that the reading assignments and discussions are really designed to help you understand and to build the skills that you'll need to succeed, not only in this course, but in others. So when students don't do them, they tend to struggle um, much more with the essay assignments than what they would have if they had simply done the reading and the other background assignments like the discussion. So please do take those seriously. Couple other things I want to mention, even though there's only one more thing on this slide. Thing number one, again, I know I've said this a couple times already, but I'm going to keep saying it, particularly in the early part of this course, because it's so important for you to understand. If at any point in this course you're struggling, or you simply have a question or concern, please do not hesitate to reach out to me and ask for help or clarification. If you do those things in a timely manner, you're never going to annoy me or hurt my feelings. Again, I've been doing this for 16 years now, so I I love helping students. I really look forward to it, in part because when you contact me individually like that, it gives me a chance to learn more about you as an individual. Whereas if I'm just learning about you through what you write in a discussion post or in your essays, then my understanding of who you are as an individual is is fairly limited. So I really look forward to hearing from you individually and answering your questions and helping you through this course. The other thing that I wanted to mention really quickly, just to avoid any confusion, is that most of my interaction with you is going to come through those one-on-one communications, like responding to your questions or grading your essays. I, I tend not to offer many comments on the participation assignments as long as I feel that you're making a good effort on those and aren't just kind of typing out a bunch of nonsense. You know, um, I'm not going to, um, you know, come down hard on you grade wise. There are certainly requirements that you need to meet for those. But again, most of my feedback to you is going to come through the grading of your essays or responding to your one-on-one messages like emails, messages through Canvas, and text messages, so forth. Well, that's it for now, folks. I think I've said pretty much everything that needs to be said for now. But again, I really look forward to working with each of you throughout this course, and I can't wait for us to get started. Until we interact for the first time, have a good day and night, folks. Take care, be safe, bye.